Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been like 9 months, something like that, since my last video, but I have been kind of inspired by Jane coming back to YouTube to make a few videos. I don't know what I'm gonna make. Like, what I want to do right now is just film a few like binder update videos because my collection has changed like pretty significantly since the last time that I filmed one. So I'm going to film a bunch of like binder updates and collection update type videos. But after that, I don't really know what I'm going to be filming. I guess maybe I'll start filming like putting things away in my binder again or whatever, but we'll see. Because that was always kind of like my least favorite type of video to film. But we'll see what happens. I did today want to go through, like I said, my collection. I'm going to start and do this kind of by group. I think is going to make the most sense because otherwise I think the video might be too long. But so I think what I'm going to do is do maybe boy groups and then girl groups, but I might mix it up and maybe do like a few boy groups and then a few girl groups and like that. But we'll kind of see. The first group I want to do is Stray Kids because they're a new group for me to collect. I've never shown them on my channel before. And also it's not like too many binders or anything. It's not too big. So it shouldn't be like a 5-hour video, which is nice. I think the video I might film next might be it's either gonna be, I think, ATs, but it could also be some girl groups. I haven't decided because I honestly don't think my ATs collection has changed that much since the last time that I filmed a video, because the only thing that they've really released this year was the Movement World or whatever the name of that album is, and I still haven't finished that yet for Hongjoong, so I don't know. But anyway, we have Stray Kids here today. I collect Stray Kids in these A5 binders, and then I also have this little mini collect book that I use for like POBs and stuff, because what I've been trying to do for all of the groups that I collect is like chill out basically and only collect like album photo cards or album inclusions. So I'm trying to like really roll back like the POBs that I collect. Like for ATs, I'm dropping all of the POBs. Like I have a whole binder of just POBs because ATs is like ridiculous in the number that they do per era. So I'm going to be selling all of my POBs for ATs, and I'm just going to be stopping collecting POBs in general. But I do have some that just like come when you buy an album from a store, you know what I mean? And a few group orders I've joined and things like that for like really cute ones or whatever. So I do have this little mini collect book. I think I'm going to do the same thing for ATs because I do have a few cards that I quite like that are POBs that I don't want to sell. So I'll probably put those in a book like this as well. For Stray Kids, because I am insane and have no chill, I collect 4 members. The primary one I collect is Felix, so I collect all of Felix's album photo cards starting from mixtape onward. For the other 3 members I collect, it's Mino, Jisung, and Hyunjin. For those 3, I only collected starting from Levanter, and I'm still missing quite a few of their cards. Like Felix I'm completely finished with, but my other 3 members, I'm still missing quite a few of their cards. I am probably at some point going to go back and collect their mixtape through Yellowwood cards, because I do have a few that I've like pulled, but we'll see, just because it's like a little bit more difficult for those for like no real reason, and people like kind of overprice Stray Kids photo cards in my opinion, like in general. So we'll see kind of what happens with that. I kind of want to finish Levanter onwards and then go back, but part of also what annoys me with it is I pulled so many of their photo cards and I either traded them for Felix or I like sold them, or I traded them with like Evelyn or Jane or someone. So like there's so many cards that I like pulled and now I'm trying to get back and it's just very difficult. But anyway, let me actually start like going through these binders. So these are the 2 album photo card binders, and then like I said, this is for POBs, so we'll go through this one first because it's a little bit smaller, but this one just kind of has POBs and other like random cards that I like. So it starts out with the No Easy Soundwave photo card. This one's quite expensive. And then we get to a few other No Easy, Christmas Evil, Ordinary, and such POVs. And then these are like the little Polaroids they do. They do these for like the merch drops and things like that a lot of the time. So I got Felix's little set for this. Sorry if you can hear people in the hallway. And then this is for the Maniac tour merch. This is the Circus unit photo card. There were multiple units for Felix. This was just the one I happened to get from a group order that I joined. These are the signed photo cards. So these were like kind of a mess. So JYP has been doing like signed stuff for their US like US versions of the albums for ITZY, Twice, and Stray Kids for the like last year, 2 years. I don't know. But they normally do like a postcard, or like Twice has been a bookmark. ITZY is usually like a mini poster or something. But Stray Kids did photo cards, so of course everyone and their mom wanted them. So they sold out really fast. I was like kind of a moron and I only got 3. Like I got 1 of each version. So I have 3 when I should have gotten 4 so I could get all of like the members I collect, but whatever. It is what it is. So I have Mino, Jisung, and Felix, but I don't have Hyunjin, and Hyunjin, like people are trying to sell his for like $100, $200, and I'm just like, nah. So if I see it for a decent price, I'll get it, but for now I'm just content with the 3 members that I have. So I have Mino, Jisung, and then Felix. So I actually pulled Felix, and I pulled 1 Felix and 2 Seungmin's, and I traded Seungmin for Mino and Jisung. So people are also just annoying and like trading these things. Like they want to like see your entire like life history, and like they ask for all these like screenshots proving that you like bought the album and stuff, and I'm just like, ugh. So it's always a hassle. These are other Maxident POBs. I got a few for Jisung that I thought were cute. And then yeah, I really like this binder, honestly. It's like one of the Sanrio like official ones. It has a lot of pages in it, and I also like that you can add pages or remove pages, like because this thing actually opens, the binder clips actually open, which is not true for some of these mini collect books. And yeah, and I really just like the fact that it has a lot of pages, because I also have the BT21 mini collect books, which I feel like have like 3 pages in them. So yeah, but anyway, we will now move on to the actual album binder. So I have, I guess I'll show this too. I have Stray Kids into A5 binders like this. This binder is mixtape through Ordinary, and then this binder is where Maxident starts, because I was kind of running out of space and like filling this binder up quite a lot. Like I said, I collected Felix only from mixtape through Yellowwood, and I started collecting 4 members starting with Levanter, so you'll only see Felix for the first few pages. So we can go ahead and get started. The first thing I have is a little cover page that my friend Evelyn made me. I think it's really cute. And then we get to the first few pages. So we have mixtape, I Am Not. People get like a certain type of way about the I Am Not photo cards, like the baby photo card, because I think some of them are square edged and some of them are round edged. I thought like the square edge would maybe first press, but I have some Jongin ones that I like bought recently, like from a recently purchased I Am Not album, and they have square edges. So I don't know what the difference is between them, because there's no way that album was first press. But anyway, he looks like a baby in these. And then these are the I Am Not unit photo cards. So I have all of Felix's except the unit that he has with Woojin, because I didn't want Woojin in my binder. So I have the remaining ones. The good thing about collecting Felix, actually, maybe he didn't have any with Woojin, maybe for I Am Not. Maybe he just had the one IMU photo card. That might be it. Because I think the good thing about collecting Felix was he only had like 1 or 2 photo cards for units that I didn't want to collect because of that. And it might just be he only has the one IMU one. So maybe I did collect all of his I Am Not ones. I did this in kind of just like a freaking random order. I think I went by like the oldest member in the group, or in the shot. So like all of the Chan ones are here. And then it's like Mino, and then Jongmin, and then Seungmin and Jongin. And then we have I Am You, or I Am Who, I mean. He looks like a freaking baby in these photo cards. It's so fucking funny. And then we have I Am You. So I went through a struggle and a half trying to get this card. Like, if y'all collect Stray Kids, you already know that this card is pretty expensive and hard to find. It's like the I Am You POB, so it was only in the first press albums. So I had bought it from someone on Instagram, and it was fine. Like, they didn't scam me or anything. They like mailed it. And then it got returned to sender for no reason. Like, they sent me a photo of the label. My P.O. box number was correct. My zip code was correct. Like, everything was correct. But it got returned to sender, and the reason code was like, this P.O. box number doesn't exist or something, which is like bullshit because I've had the same P.O. box for like 3 years. So it got returned to sender, and they kind of messed up, and they sent it out with the exact same label, which was stupid because clearly there was like something, I think, wrong with the label. And I would have paid like to get a new label, but they didn't even ask. So they sent it out with the same label, and there were like shenanigans done, I think, with USPS. And it got marked as delivered like a month ago, and it's not in my P.O. box. Like, it never actually got delivered. And I even like went to the post office, and they were like, yeah, we don't have any record of this, like, even like getting to the post office. And like the lady who like actually puts the packages in the P.O. box, like, she knows who I am at this point because I get so much mail. So if it had actually gotten to her, she would have put it in the right spot. But I think it got sent back to sender like before it even made it to her the first time, and I don't even know if it made it to Columbus the second time. But yeah, it's just like a freaking mess. So we'll see. But anyway, I got a replacement off of Mercari, and I sent it to my actual house because I was like, I don't trust these people. But I've had a few issues recently with USPS and my P.O. box, which I don't understand. Like, I've had stuff get returned to sender for no reason. And then these are the IMU Polaroids. So I have all 4 members there. And then these are the IMU units. I'm only missing one of these, and I think Jane is sending me the one I'm missing. But I have these in age order. And I'm missing Jisung, and that's the one I think Jane's sending me. So for these, I got all of them but the one with Ryujin because I was like, fuck that. And then we have Miro. And then the Miro limited card and Yellowwood. I have Jisung here on the back because I also have his Miro limited card because, like I said, I probably am going to eventually collect all 4 of my bias line from pre-Levanter onwards, but we'll see if that ends up happening. But these limited cards and the IMU POBs are both like really annoying. So when I saw Jisung's for sale, I was like, well, I might as well get it because worst comes to worst, I can always resell it. Because it wasn't like a ridiculous price that I paid for it or anything. So I can always resell it if I end up not doing what I think I'm going to end up doing. But anyway, so we have Yellowwood, we have the Felix units, and then we get to Levanter. So this is where we start having 4 members. So like I said, I'm still missing quite a few cards for non-Felixes, for the non-Felixes among us. So you'll see definitely some blanks. Some of these cards I've pulled and traded away or sold, and I'm really fucking annoyed about it. But anyway, so I have Mino and Felix for this one. I have all 4 for this one. This is the one I'm annoyed about because I know for a fact I had pulled this Jisung, and I'm pretty positive I had pulled Hyunjin, because I also had pulled Hyunjin for this one, I think. But I 100% pulled Jisung, which I sold, and then I'm pretty positive I pulled Hyunjin for this one as well, which I think I must have traded or sold. So, and this one, like this version of the card is like really difficult for some reason. But I did finish this set. And then for this set, I'm just missing Hyunjin. So I'm only missing a few cards for Levanter, which is nice. What I'm kind of worried about are these are like the limited lenticulars or whatever. So I have Felix and Mino for these, and I just need Jisung and Hyunjin, but these can be somewhat difficult to find and kind of expensive, so I'm trying to like just take my time. I'm not in a rush per se with Stray Kids right now. It's kind of like a dead period, it feels like, for trading. I feel like right before and right after a comeback is like peak trading time, and then everyone kind of chills out. So like right now, like I have some stuff up for trade, but I'm not really getting any interest. So we'll see kind of what happens, but I'm not like in a super rush. And I also don't like buying that many Stray Kids cards because, like I said earlier, I think they get really overpriced. So we'll see. But this is Go Live. I've pulled this same Uno card at least 4 times, if not 5. So I'm scared to like buy any more albums because I feel like I keep pulling that same freaking card. I'm missing quite a few for Go Live and In Life. So I probably need to start buying a few of those albums. This is the limited Go Live card, which for Felix wasn't that expensive. I think I bought the limited and like all of his Go Live cards off like Mercari Japan for like, it wasn't that expensive. It was maybe like $45. I don't remember. It wasn't that bad though. But some of the other members, their limited cards are either really hard to find, or when you do find them, they're like really expensive. So, and then we have In Life. In Life is like low-key kind of a difficult album to collect for. I don't have any of Hyunjin's for that album, rip. These are the postcards. And then these are the units for In Life. So I have all of Dance Racha unit because that's like the Felix unit. And then I got one of the 3 Racha units to just fill up the page. And then we start with No Easy. I'm still missing a few. I think I'm missing like 1 of Jisung's for No Easy. Maybe 2 of Mino's and maybe 2 of Hyunjin's for this. We'll see if that's true. No Easy has like a lot of photo cards, which is kind of annoying. This set annoys me because why is Mino the only one with a black background? Like, what is this? You couldn't take the photo in front of the white background. Oh my god. And then this is the like double-sided photo card. It looks like that on the back. And this is the POB set. So when you got the album, it came with a whole like OT8 set. That's like a thing about Stray Kids being 8 members, is I can do OT8 sets like this, where I can do like this side and then that side and not mess up my layout at all, which is really nice. These are the No Easy POBs. I just need Mino for this one. And this is the jewel case POB. And this is the jewel case, like the No Easy jewel case itself. These photo cards are kind of hard to find. And then Christmas Evil. I need to do some work on Christmas Evil. This is like one of the albums I've kind of been like neglecting working on. And then we have the Christmas Evil POB. So just like No Easy, they had this like OT8 set that came with it. Kind of the way Twice does. And then we get to Ordinary. So for Ordinary, they had these ID things. People are insane with Stray Kids too. I feel like they always try and like offer you shit that like is not equivalent value. Like the amount of people who have tried to offer me Ordinary IDs for like actual photo cards is like unreal. Cause I'm like, these Ordinary IDs cost like their value is like $1. Like maybe $2 if you're feeling really crazy, but it's like literally $1. So I'm like, no, I'm not trading you an Ordinary ID like for like a freaking normal photo card. Like it's just not happening. But that kind of has been annoying me somewhat with Stray Kids, but anyway. I think I should be almost done with Ordinary. I think the 2 cards that I'm missing, the one Hyunjin and the one Mino card, I think are both on the way to me. So I should be able to finish this soon. And then I just need to work on the jewel cases. The jewel cases are always difficult because you only get 1 photo card and there's only 1 photo card per member, so. And then these are the Ordinary units. Again, I just did these in age order. For some reason, there wasn't a Seungmin unit. Like, they only did 6 instead of 7 units per member. It was really kind of weird. So, like, I think each member is missing, like, 1 other pair. So there's not a Felix and Seungmin one, which is weird, but whatever. And then these are 2 circus photo cards. I joined a group order for circus, and I got this card and the Seungmin and Felix unit, and then I bought the limited B version and I pulled Mino and I traded him for Felix. So I don't think I'm gonna collect the Japanese cards for Stray Kids like hardcore or anything. I'll probably just buy like 1 or 2 going forward. Kind of just depends on what I want to do. But they're like a really strange size. They're like taller than normal photo cards, so I don't want to get into that. Like I don't want to get into like collecting like a strange size thing. So anyway, this is where I began Maxident. So we have the little mini posters from Maxident. I did these back to back. And then I have a few like POB sets that I did all 4 members for because I could. So this is the Barnes & Noble set. And this is a Target set. Both of those I did because I like live in the US, so it's really easy to do. Oh, why does this look so washed out? I also did the With Mew set. I got this just because they were cute and they were for sale like somewhere, and I saw them and I was like, well, those are cute, so I got the With Mew set. Fucking the JYP shop set. This one about caused the collapse of Stayville online because JYP shop didn't give any, they didn't do any type of preview, they didn't give any description of what the photo card would look like, so no one was expecting the like Skazoo outfit ones. So then once people started like getting their albums from JYP shop and people realized it was like a mad scramble. Like everyone was trying to find like group orders that still had slots available. Like people were trying to buy the photo cards. Like it's just a whole fucking mess. And like I said earlier, the No Easy Soundwave one, which looks like this and is obviously like pretty comparable, is really expensive. Like I think the No Easy Soundwave one probably starts at like $50 for every member and goes up from there. So the JYP shop, oh my god. I managed to luckily buy these for like reasonable prices. I think the most expensive one was Hyunjin, which was $20. But I think all three of them were 16 or 17, which isn't that bad. Like it's a little, it's slightly overpriced in my opinion. Like I think they should be like $12, but I'm not gonna fight over 15 or 16 or $17, you know what I mean? So I managed to get them for a pretty reasonable price, and I was really happy about that because once I saw like people start getting them, I was like, shit. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck. Because no one knew, like no one was prepared, because everyone would have joined a group order if they had known, but so that was annoying, but whatever. Anyway, next we get to Apple Music. Most of these I got actually for free from a K-pop store, like an in-person K-pop store. And then these are the MMT POBs for the case version. So they did, instead of like a jewel case version, they did this like case file version, which was kind of nice. And that was the POB that came with that. And these are the normal album photo cards starting here. So these ones, and these ones. And then we get to the like weird ass inclusions that they put in this album. So first we have these weird face stickers. And then these were the POB sets. So it was one Polaroid and one of these like together. So if you pulled me no, you would get him for both the Polaroid and a little postcard. So these Polaroids are pretty cute in my opinion. And then we have the postcards. I was kind of disappointed, to be quite honest, with the postcards because the only thing that changed between them was like the photo and obviously like where it says the member's name. So I was expecting it to be like a little bit more personalized and have like a little handwritten message or something here, which I thought would have been a little bit cuter, but whatever. And then I think this came with the US version of the limited album, maybe. And then this came with the Korean version of the limited album. I only have Felix. It's like one of these things, like a 3 postcard. And you can, I think, rip them apart. I think they are perforated to where you can rip them apart. I'm just gonna leave them together because I don't love any of the photos, like any of the other photos, so I'll just leave it together for right now. And I keep thinking if I want to get the other members, but like my other 3 members, but probably not. I don't really care that much. And now we're moving on to the case version. So these are just the normal case version photo cards. And then these are the POBs, like the case version POBs. So in 5 years, these will be really expensive. And these are the duo things. They're pretty similar to the thing I just showed for Felix. It's like a 3 photo postcard thing. I don't think these ones are perforated though. I think they're supposed to stay together just based on the back. But these kind of annoy me because why is it you have 2 photos where they're actually like photos taken together, and then we have this where it's just like 2 individual shots stitched together? Like, I don't know. It just feels like kind of lame having this as like an option. I feel like they should have taken the actual photos together, but we have all of the members. And then that's it. So this is a few pages I have in for the next album, or I think I still have a few POB sets I'm waiting on. I think KM Station, which is like a Chinese site, and maybe one other one I'm still waiting on. So that's what those are gonna be for. But yeah, that's my Stray Kids collection. I've had a really fun time collecting Stray Kids. Honestly, it's been pretty chill. I haven't really had any like major difficulties. Like finishing Felix was pretty easy. I'm having a little bit of difficulty now just because, well, I collect the 4 most popular members, but also like I think it's just kind of like a dead time right now for trading in general, but Stray Kids trading is also just like really dead and not a lot of people are active, so I think that might be part of the reason. So we'll see, but I've made really good progress, and I'm not in a rush or anything like that, so we'll see kind of how I'm able to finish it off. But I'm trying to like not just purchase all the photo cards I need. I'm trying to like set up trades because I do have quite a lot of extras, but we'll see. But I have been having fun with this, and yeah, I think the next video I'm going to film, I think I might do girl groups next because I have a few A5 binders that have girl groups in them, and I like flipping through my A5 binders way more than my 9-pocket binders. Like I really don't like getting my 9-pocket binders out like at all. So we'll see, but I hope you guys had fun. You got to see my Stray Kids collection, which I've never shown on camera before. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.